Hey guys, it's Luke from RetroRevival here, and today, as you can see, I'm doing another custom LEGO minifigures video, and today we've only got two figures, and these are the Super Mario Bros. Of course, you got Mario and Luigi. Of course, not long ago they made, I think it was some point last year, they made official Mario LEGO, like Super Mario Bros. LEGO, but it's not really minifigures, it's kind of different. It's a cool concept. I haven't bought any of it because I'm not really that interested, because I prefer to have these characters in minifigure form, and here they are. I mean, these figures are pretty similar, so it's not going to take me that long to review these. And I just want to clear up, because some people in the comments have been a bit confused. When I say custom LEGO minifigures, these are like knockoff figures that I brought online from like China and places like that. I just call them custom LEGO minifigures. But anyway, yes, we have got the Super Mario Bros. And if you guys are interested, I've done multiple videos on some of the Mario games on the NES, so go and check them out right now. And with all that out the way, let's get into the figures. So guys, here's the first of the two figures, and of course this is Mario. As I always do in these videos, I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. And the first thing we've got is, of course, his iconic hat. And it does look a lot better when you turn it to the side and have a look at it from the back. But from the front, it just looks a bit bulky on the two sides. But he does have the circle with the M printed on the top, and the white just isn't done very well on this for some reason. But you can distinctly see the M. He also has like the little lip sticking out there of the cap. Then going down to his face, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of these printed faces for these characters specifically. I just feel like maybe a moulded head would have looked a bit better. But let's just have a look at what we've got. I mean, I guess that's some of his hair sticking out on each side of those little black bars. Even though I'm pretty sure that Mario's hair is brown, so it doesn't really fit. But anyway, he's got a very cartoony face. He's got his big mustache, he's got his round nose, he's got his eyes, he's got his eyebrows, and he's got his mouth with the tongue sticking out. Overall, what we've actually got is quite good, and you can tell that it is Mario. It's just like, well, the hair is the wrong colour, and it just looks a bit weird. Anyway, let's go down to the torso, and this is actually pretty decent. I mean, it's quite basic. As you can see, he's got a little bit of his red shirt underneath, but it's mostly these bright blue overalls. He's got two gold buckles, and these actually shine a little bit. I don't think you guys can really see that on the camera, but you can see where it loops over his shoulders, and he's got this little line here where it's been sewn together, and of course where it leads onto the legs with like this little zip here. And then of course going onto the legs, there's not much going on here except from his red tips of his shoes, but it does look pretty nice. And then of course he's got his red arms and his white hands. Then going over to the side, there's no printing, however you get to see the cap a little bit better, however I do feel like it sticks out a little bit at the back. And then on the back, there's not much printing except from the back of the overalls with a little bit of the red showing through. So guys, here is the final figure, or as I should say the second figure, but it is still the final figure. And this is of course his brother Luigi. So let's start off with his hat. It's the same mould, I have the same problems with it. However, I would say the white with the L is a lot brighter on this one and it looks better. However, the hat doesn't match the rest of him very well, like with the shade of green. It's quite considerably darker than the rest of his outfit, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm not going to repeat the same stuff because it's quite similar. This is pretty much going to be a comparison just because they are so alike. So let's go down to the face, and this is almost exactly the same with the same problems with the colour of the hair. But his moustache is a little bit different, and his eyebrows and stuff are a little bit different. They're a bit smaller, however his mouth is terrifying for some reason. His mouth is just this black blob with like no shading or anything on the inside. It's actually pretty scary. So then going on to his torso, this is pretty much just a colour swap of Mario with the green instead of the red. However, this line, this like double black line going across is a little bit higher, and also the zip part is just a bit different on this one, where it doesn't loop off at the bottom for some reason. However, one difference, another colour difference I'd say, is the little buckles are actually orange instead of gold. And then going on to his legs, there's a little bit of where it crosses over right at the top with the black lines, however it's mostly just the green tips of his shoes. There's no printing on the side, but you get to see what I mean about the cap and the arm being a completely different shade of green. Of course he has his white glove, and you can just see at the back here, this little dimple where the mould is finished. And Mario had the same problem, but it just wasn't as defined on that character, but it does kind of stand out on this one. Then on the back, that problem is still quite prominent, and there is some printing on the back of this figure, but it's just another colour swap, where you can see the back of his overalls with the green shirt underneath. So guys, here are the figures at the end, and as I always do, I'm going to say which is my favourite and which is my least favourite, and it's going to be pretty easy on this because there's only two. I'd say my favourite is Mario. I just think it looks better, to be honest. And then my least favourite, of course, makes that Luigi, but that face is absolutely terrifying for some reason. So guys, there we have it, another custom LEGO minifigures video done. I've done over 20 of these videos. I'm going to leave the link to the playlist in the description below, so you guys can go and check out all the other ones. If you don't like some of the franchises or stuff like that on that list, then you're bound to at least find one that you enjoy in a list of over 20 videos. So go and check them out right now. So guys, I've been Luke from RetroRevival. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.